गुड मॉर्निंग फिफ्थ क्लास। हाउ आर यू बेटा? आई एम फाइन। बेटा हमने चैप्टर 4 रीड किया था क्लाइमेट। आज हम उसको डीजी में डिस्कस करेंगे। इसमें आपका था क्लाइमेट के बारे में कि व्हाट इज क्लाइमेट, व्हाट इज वेदर। दो क्वेश्चंस इंपॉर्टेंट थे आपके। फैक्टर्स अफेक्ट द क्लाइमेट, सारे उसके फैक्टर्स के बारे में रीडिंग किया था हमने। फिर है क्लाइमेटिक जोन, जो कि आज हम उस चैप्टर को डीजी में रिवाइज करेंगे। कोल्ड वेदर रीजन कैसा आता है इंडिया में, हॉट वेदर रीजन कैसा होता है। ओके स्टूडेंट, लेट्स डिस्कस इन द डीजी। स्टार्ट।
In the lovely city of Srinagar, a 12-year-old boy, Sid, is just back from school. Ask him to describe winter in his city, and he would say, absolutely freezing. Let's move quickly to the south. Now ask Sharon in Chennai to describe winter in her city, and she would say, winter? What's that? Strange? No, not in a country as vast and varied in landscape as ours. As you know, India has 4 major seasons: the cold weather season or winter, the hot weather season or summer, the advancing monsoon season or the rainy season, and the retreating monsoon season or the transition season. Let's take a look at the cold weather season in India and how different parts of India experience this season differently. Approximately around the middle of November, the cold weather season begins in India and continues till the middle of February. In most parts of the country, days are warm and nights are cold during the season. Take a look at these average temperatures for various Indian cities for the months of January and February. What do you observe here? Click Continue to proceed.
कितने बड़े observe here? यहाँ पर इन्होंने बताया लेह में कितने डिग्री सेल्सियस तापमान होता है। जहाँ का तापमान कम होता है वहाँ ठंड ज़्यादा होती है।
Yes, during the cold weather season, the temperature across the country gradually increases as we move southwards. The oceans have a moderating influence on the climate of peninsular India and coastal areas such as Mumbai. So these regions do not get as cold as the north. No wonder then that Sharon finds Chennai warm even in winter, while Sid freezes up in Srinagar. So what exactly happens during the cold weather season in India? First, let's look at the impact of the northeast trade winds during this season. During the cold weather season, over most parts of the country, the northeast trade winds blow from land to sea. Therefore, they do not carry moisture with them. This results in this season being dry over many parts of India. However, when they pass over the Bay of Bengal, these winds pick up moisture and cause heavy rainfall sometime between October and December. Another factor that impacts this season is the formation of a weak, high-pressure area in the northern part of the country. Light winds move outwards from the high-pressure area and flow down from the west and northwest. This is a time of clear skies, low temperature, and humidity and cool breeze over many parts of India. However, sometimes the dry weather during this season could be altered by disturbances from the west.
Western disturbance.
Originating over the Mediterranean Sea, western disturbances are low-pressure systems that travel over Western Asia and reach India. These disturbances are global occurrences that usually cause rainfall or snow when they hit odd geographical shapes. So, what is the odd geographical shape that the western disturbances encounter in India? Click Continue to proceed. Yes, when the western disturbances reach the Himalayas, they shed their moisture, causing rain in the plains and snow in the mountains. This winter rainfall is extremely important for the cultivation of rabi crops such as wheat.
कोल्ड वेदर सीजन उसमें क्लाइमेट कैसा होता है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट ट्रेड विंड्स की वेदर्स भी क्या है, वेस्टर्न डिस्टर्बेंस, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ वीक हाई प्रेशर इन द नॉर्थ। तो आपने इसके बारे में पढ़ा कि कोल्ड वेदर कैसा होता है, जहाँ पर ज़्यादा ठंड होती है वहाँ पर फ्रीजिंग सब कुछ जम जाता है। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, ओके स्टूडेंट्स, अब है आपका क्लाइमेटिक कंट्रोल।
Arun's father is going to Canada on an official trip. Arun is helping his father pack his clothes.
Dad, why are you packing so many winter clothes? It's not even winter.
Though it is not winter, Canada is much colder when compared to our country. I need these winter clothes to keep myself warm. Climate may differ from place to place due to various reasons. The climate of a place can be influenced by various factors such as latitude, altitude, air pressure, continentality, ocean currents, and topography. Let us now learn how these factors influence climate. Latitude. Due to the curvature of the Earth, the equator receives more solar energy than the poles. As a result, the temperature generally decreases as we move from the equator towards the poles. This explains why Africa is extremely hot when compared to Antarctica. Altitude. As we move from the surface of the Earth to higher altitudes, the atmosphere becomes less dense and the temperature decreases. That is why you start feeling cold as you travel up the hill, fly up in a hot air balloon, or go mountaineering. Air pressure. Another factor that determines the climate of a region is air pressure. Land gets heated up faster than water. This is called differential heating. This causes differences in air pressure, which leads to changes in temperature and rainfall patterns. Continentality. The climate of a place is also determined by its distance from the seas. This factor is referred as continentality. As we know by now, water takes a long time to heat up, as well as to cool down. Due to this, coastal areas experience a marine climate, which is characterized by milder changes in climatic conditions and are hence cooler. Canada is the best example of an area with a marine climate. On the other hand, inland areas experience a continental climate, which is characterized by extreme weather conditions, such as hot summers and cold winters. Denmark is the best example of an area with a continental climate. Ocean currents. Ocean currents influence the climate of coastal regions. Warm currents increase the temperature of the nearby regions. For example, Kuroshima is a warm current that warms the climate of southern Japan. Cold currents reduce the temperature of adjacent lands. For example, Oroshima is a cold current that makes winters longer and more severe in northern Japan. Topography. The topography, or landscape of an area, also determines its climate. High mountains act as barriers for cold and warm winds. Mountains may also cause precipitation if they lie in the path of rain-bearing clouds. Rocky and sandy regions, such as deserts, heat up and cool down rapidly. Dense vegetation, such as forests, blocks solar energy. Therefore, areas with dense vegetation are cooler when compared to areas with sparse vegetation. Let us now have a quick recap of what we have learned so far. Complete each summary point by filling in the missing words. When you are done, click the Show Answer button to verify your answer.
Okay, student, the dash varies according to its latitude. The amount of solar energy received by an area varies according to its latitude. Next question, temperature decrease as we move up from the surface of the earth to higher altitude. Different heating of dash also causes change in climatic condition, land and water. Coastal area experience mild changes में। तो नेक्स्ट देखिए, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग इंडियाज क्लाइमेट। वेदर एंड क्लाइमेट की डेफिनेशन आपको मैंने बताई थी, इम्पॉर्टेंट है।
It is school reopening day after summer vacation. Ajay is waiting for his school bus. Just 2 days back, I was in Kashmir, where it was so cold that I had to wear woolen clothes. But now back here, the sun is literally melting me down. Are you too wondering how two different places within the same country can have differing climatic conditions in the same season? In your previous classes, you would have come across the terms weather and climate. Click the recall button to recall the differences between weather and climate.
What is weather and what is climate? What is weather and what is climate?
Now that we are clear about the difference between weather and climate, let us proceed to explore the factors that cause different places to have different climatic conditions. Due to the Coriolis force, the northeasterly winds turn right and move towards the equatorial low pressure area. These winds bring little or no rain as they originate and blow over the land. The latitudinal point at which an area lies is one of the factors that affects its climate. The Tropic of Cancer passes through central India, moving from the Rann of Kutch in the west to Mizoram in the east. The part of India that lies to the south of the Tropic of Cancer belongs to the tropical area. This part of the country is characterized by a hot climate. The part of India that lies to the north of the Tropic of Cancer belongs to the subtropical area. This part of the country is characterized by hot summers and cold winters. The altitude of India's mountain ranges determines the climate of several regions of the country. The Himalayas prevent the cold winds of Central Asia from entering India. The elevation of the mountains in the Western Ghats causes surrounding areas to experience a cool climate. Thus, the mountains of our country provide us milder winters when compared to Central Asia. The amount of air pressure and the direction of surface winds also determine the climate of a place. India lies in the region of northeasterly winds. These winds originate from the subtropical high-pressure belt of the northern hemisphere. The northeasterly winds blow towards the south, where their direction is changed due to a force that is caused by the Earth's rotation. This force is called Coriolis force. American meteorologist William Ferrell put forth the Ferrell's law, which defines the Coriolis force in the following manner. If a body moves in any direction on the Earth's surface, there is a deflecting force arising from the Earth's rotation, which deflects it to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere. Due to the Coriolis force, the northeasterly winds turn right and move towards the equatorial low pressure area. These winds bring little or no rain as they originate and blow over land. Thus, the areas receiving these winds are generally dry and arid.
Cold dry winds.
During winter, there is high pressure towards the north of the Himalayas. This causes cold, dry winds to blow from this region towards the oceans in the south.
Southwest monsoon winds.
During summer, a low pressure area develops in interior Asia, including northwestern India. Air moves from the high pressure area over the southern Indian Ocean in a southeasterly direction, crosses the equator, and turns right towards the low pressure areas over the Indian subcontinent. These winds are known as the southwest monsoon winds. As these winds originate in the high pressure zone of the southern hemisphere and pick up a lot of moisture from the Indian Ocean, they bring widespread rainfall over the mainland of India.
Jet streams.
The speed and direction of jet streams also affect India's climate. Jet streams are narrow, fast-flowing winds that flow from west to east in the upper portion of the troposphere. Their speed varies from about 110 kilometers per hour in summer to about 184 kilometers per hour in winter. The subtropical westerly jet streams blow south of the Himalayas throughout the year except in the summer. These winds cause western cyclonic disturbances in the north and northwestern parts of India. In summer, these winds move towards the north of the Himalayas. The subtropical easterly jet streams blow over peninsular India during the summer.
Classroom activity.
This is a match activity. Click a term on the left and then click its relevant description on the right. If you click a wrong description, the options will glow red. If you click the correct description, the options will glow green.
Okay, students, subtropical India में area lying towards the north of Tropic of Cancer, northwest में क्या है winds that originate called force force that is used caused by the Earth's rotation. Southwest monsoon में क्या है winds that originate और jet streams में क्या है narrow fast flowing winds. Subtropical में क्या है fast wind that blows और subtropical में इससे में क्या है फास्ट विंड्स. ओके स्टूडेंट, तो ये था हमारा चैप्टर 4 क्लाइमेट, जिसमें हमने क्लाइमेट के बारे में पढ़ा और कौन कौन सी चीज़ें प्रभावित करती है अफेक्ट द क्लाइमेट. ओके स्टूडेंट, फिर आपको बताया था क्लास में भी वेदर, क्लाइमेट और फैक्टर्स अफेक्ट द क्लाइमेट इम्पॉर्टेंट है. ओके स्टूडेंट, तो ये चैप्टर 4 आपका डीजी में था. रीड इट केयरफुली एंड stay home, stay safe, better take care.